workshops, so we can all kind of have some input on it. Some of these things are like 1,000% more, 20% more, 200% more, 25% more, 10% more, and 30%. Everything's
Who
gone up.
prepared it in the past?
Pardon?
Who prepared it in the past?
We usually have workshops and we discuss these things.
And what month did you have workshops?
I don't recall that. I'm sure it was. It seems like the councilman should have some sort of input on these numbers, especially when they vary so greatly.
There has been ongoing workshops on all these things, because you know we are so far behind, we're getting caught up.
But that's,
You said we have
to
workshops.
not have us have some input on this.
Well, do you want to aware that we'll have workshops?
Pardon?
You want to aware about workshops going on in the place?
All I say is I think we should all have some input on these numbers.
Absolutely, we
Here's,
should.
200% here. I don't repeat myself. 1,000%, 1,000% right there.
I constantly invite people to the workshops to partake in what's
I-
going on.
Don,
don't
which
think
one
you-
are you referring to? Are you talking about the anticipated income and the spending for the fiscal year?
Yes.
Okay. The budget that we were voting for is your millage budget. That's one we've got to post, and that's one we're using the 7.8669. That was the one. We hadn't got to the other one yet.
And we have all the way up until the next council meeting to finalize, we have all the way till next council meeting to finalize this budget, so we can have a plan submitted for, so we have the option of adjusting this rate.
Yeah,
Now,
this is
most
not a
of-
final,
I certainly hope not, especially
but you have to start
the
somewhere.
increases. Well, I think we should have started with
The finals in September. So
a
you have
workshop,
months to
so we
work
can
on
all
it.
have some sort of input into that.
Now, the actual amount is what has been spent up until we walked in last month. That's what had already been spent. And,
We're talking about
yes,
the future plan, right? The
okay.
24, 23, 24, starts in, when's the fiscal year start? October?
October.
Yeah.
So, which one were you referring to?
Say, computer repair and support, it went from $130 to $1,100.
We are going to have, well, we had to, we're gonna have the main one computer that we're operating on is going to have to be fixed. We're gonna have to go and do some backup. That's gonna cost us, the initial hard drives out of the old equipment that we disposed of didn't cost us anything. Charlie was kind enough to come and do that for us. Now, anything going forward, we're gonna have to pay for it.
We have to pay for everything.
Right, I know, but I mean, do you wanna cut it? Because if we cut it,
I'm just,
well, I mean, if
to
you're.
me, I think it's awful strange for, to have 1,000% increase in this one budget item.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Well, I haven't had a chance to
That's
study this or anything, but,
Well,
I mean, that's my feeling.
yes, sir, and that's more than welcome, and we have to look at the cost of the hourly fee that's going to be charged to us. In the past, the computer rate was probably just an upgraded software that you got. Now, we're actually gonna have to repair something, and we also have to do the
Well, we
anti.
always have all
And
these expenses.
we're going to a website as well, and we're trying to get things done that we are required to do.
Well, I think if you really read the charter, we're probably going above and beyond what should be done. Like total expenses, it's like more than 20%. From one year to the next.
I mean, where do you wanna cut? Where do you wanna cut? Because right now, what you see is what it's gonna take
I
up
walk
for.
in here and get handed these, and now then you're asking where I wanna cut. These can't make these arbitrary, decisions, and then, and want me to come up with some numbers.
No.
I can't come up with numbers without some kind of background at all.
The purpose of this being here today is you got a whole month or 3 weeks until the next meeting to have time to go through this and evaluate. That's the purpose of you getting this today, is to make sure that you are
Well,
paying
it seems
attention.
like we should have had some input on these numbers, okay?
Well, you-
But I can see it's here, I'm getting nowhere with my discussion here, and,
So can he come
we're gonna
in,
go on.
Anyone?
You'll
This
have
week-
more than a month to look at this.
and then come in and do your
Nothing is
questions?
final.
It's nothing final.
This
so
is
you
just
come
a
in
first
tomorrow.
look.
And you're more than welcome to come in and I'll sit down and show you all the backup. Because that's exactly what it's gonna take.
That's not the point that I'm trying to make, maybe it's lost, maybe.
No. I'm not getting your point. Because you're saying it's, you didn't have enough time, so we're going to give you time, and you still don't want time.
Now you're putting words.
No,
in
no,
my mouth.
I'm not, that's the way I'm understanding it.
Okay. well-
Okay, that's the way it's coming to me. You know,
Okay, one of these things can be adjusted.
Yeah, the final doesn't come until September.
And, at what point do we have discussions about these things? It seems like
Monday
everyone's
through
already
Friday,
everyone's
10 to
already made
2.
their mind up, without any input from
The only thing
everybody.
that on tonight's meeting was about the
Oh.
mill, the
Yeah, I
trim.
understand
the
that.
trim. So basically, we discussed that we're going with that, the proposed high millage. That's what we're going to
I
submit to.
understand the mind, it's awful high, we're going about the highest we can go.
Well, we've always, if you'll look at your past, we gave you a past history, we've always
Yeah.
gone back with the rollback, which is the lowest.
Yeah.
So if we go with the proposed rollback rate, it's lower than last year. And we're, instead of $55,000 that we were supposed to get this year, we're gonna walk away with 51.
Well,
And it's always,
that's not much of a difference there, so.
but
that
you're
seems- that
losing
seems
money and we're not
reasonable.
gaining. So as you can see, the proposed budget for us to operate the town is higher than what the money we have coming in.
According to the new budget, these numbers.
They're not set in stones, but that's, I mean, we can't operate on the,
I'm not gonna, I don't wanna argue the point here because I just don't have enough information, but just so you know where I'm coming from, and then we're gonna have, I suppose, work it out. Okay, I mean, I'm agreeable to that. Okay?
so it's
Just for the
still,
record, you've had the same opportunity as anyone else to come in and work with us. And you chose not to, but you want us to do this at the meetings, install and direct.
Workshop
And you want to make,
dedicated
I was
with
talking,
the
can I
public
finish? Can I finish?
to come in, absolutely.
All right. So you've had just as much time as anyone, the opportunity to come in and work with this program as anyone else has had. And you come to the meetings and you create this chaos, just.
I'm not creating any
I'm not
chaos.
finished. You all this disturbance, is so you can interrupt this meeting, when it could be a very civil and very calm
It
meeting.
is.
If we, if everyone stepped forward, if you really were that interested, we've had a workshop ongoing, working on this, we've all discussed it, and it's going on. And that's why these things are happening during the weeks, because we don't have time to sit here. We didn't get office until a month ago. We lost 3 months this year out of the seat. We're trying to get things caught up. That's the reason the workshops are ongoing. Okay, I'm done with that. Thank you.
so we're still unanimous, we're going to propose going with the higher millage rate right now.
Right, that's already decision made. That's already,
Yeah.
Done deal.
that's a done deal there.
The millage